Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Yoni and we have something very special for you today. So a while back, like 2 months ago, I graded about 259 PSA cards. So I have been patiently waiting. I actually did take a little sneak peek, so I do know some of the grades in here. So not a lot of it's going to be surprised because I wanted to see what it would be, but we'll see what we get here. Alright, let's get right into it. So we are back with the first box right here. I like that they numbered them, but I've been seeing that they've been doing them in bigger boxes, so they put them in these smaller boxes that I've got them before. So hopefully they kept them in the same order. So this is what it looks like. You got a nice little PSA box, good protection, so we'll take these out. So we'll make a 10 pile, and we will make other piles as we go along and see what the percentages was, and I'll put that at the end, alright, for you ladies and gentlemen. So, we'll just reveal them off since I know most of these grades. I will put, I was going to say, we're going to put the prices as we go along. So our first card, what we have, oh baby, there we go. Should bring this down a little bit lower. We have a Glaceon PSA 10 VMAX Alternative Art. I love this artwork. I actually did not pull this card, but I did buy it because I could not pull it. But Evolving Skies, love that set. So we'll make a 10 pile probably right here. Next one, we have the Leafeon V. We got a PSA 8 on it. Not disappointed in this. As you can see, right to left, it's definitely bigger. On the back, nothing wrong really with the back, to be honest. It's just that front, the centering's not so great, and I think PSA is grading a little bit harder. So right here with the Leafeon VMAX, so I guess we matched it up with the 8 right there. Definitely would like to get a 10 of these. Probably be selling and trading some of these so I can get a full PSA 10 set of all the Eevees. So we have the PSA 8s right there of the Leafeon VMAX. And one thing, I did buy this one, I traded. I noticed, I knew it wasn't going to get a great grade. I think there's a little bit of a nick right here in the corner right here. So I think that's what I got dinged down for. So our next one that we have, there we go. We got a 10 baby in the Glaceon V. Love this artwork. Going perfectly with the PSA 10 right here of the Glaceon VMAX. So 2 good 10s again, and then we got 2 8s with the Leafeons. Alright, next one up, we have Noivern at a PSA 8. Another one I did pull. I pulled out of a Charizard Ultra Premium collection, and I was like one of the few that actually pulled some pretty good ones. I actually pulled that one out of another Charizard UPC, so I know a lot of people had a lot of bad pull rates with that, but I have pretty good pull rates. But I noticed right to left, same thing with that Leafeon. It was off-centered. Same thing on the back. The left is bigger than the right, and the bottom is bigger than the top. So that's why it was qualified as a PSA 8 for that Noivern Alternative Art. Next one, we have a Golurk. I actually bought this at a card store. Couldn't pull this card, and I didn't want to keep on ripping packs, but good to get a PSA 10 right there for the Golurk. Moving on, we have the Duraludon. Let's see. It's not too off-centered. Maybe top is a little bit smaller than the bottom, so maybe that's why it warrants the 9. So we'll put that in the 9 pile. Next up, hey, there we go. Pulled this one. Love this card. Got a PSA 10 on the Rayquaza VMAX Trainer Gallery from Silver Tempest. Beautiful card. I actually think I like this better than Alternative Art. I love having the trainer right there, kind of like Rayquaza V Alternative Art, but that is a great one to get right there. Next up, we have Battle Styles, and I noticed with a lot of my Battle Styles, I just wanted to get these graded to have, hopefully trade or buy to get a PSA 10 and sell some of these, but just want to get a lot of these Alternative Arts graded, and similar thing, it's just centering those things. So we got a PSA 9 on the Rapid Strike Urshifu. We'll put that in the 9 pile. Then we had a 10 baby, there we go, on the Single Strike Urshifu VMAX right there. Beautiful card. I'm still looking for the Rapid Strike one, the blue one with his arms going out, but beautiful card to get right there in a 10. We have an Articuno V at a Galarian, I should say, from Chilling Reign. We got a PSA 10 on that. Beautiful right there. Then we had a Napoleon. Let's look why it got a 9 here. Maybe top to bottom. It's a little bit smaller. So that's probably why they gave that one a 9. Next up, we have the Tyranitar. I actually pulled one of these, but I actually sold it because the top was so big compared to the bottom. It is a little bit bigger. I was hoping that this one that I traded for some of my Charizards and some of my other alternative arts that I had dupes. Hoping to get a 10, but we got a 9. Probably would have got an 8 on the other one, so definitely a step up for that. Tornadus V, alternative art from Chilling Reign. We got a PSA 10 right there. And that is a beautiful card right there. Got the little score bunny, the rock ruff flying out of the tree, and that's just an awesome card to have in a PSA 10. Ooh, this one's good. PSA 10 Blaziken VMAX. Did not pull this one. I actually traded with someone. I thought it might have got a 9 after trading with him because the left to the right is a little bit bigger, but I guess still warranted the PSA 10. And so definitely a really cool card to get, and definitely a pricey one to get as well. We have the Chilling Reign Shadow Rider Calyrex V, and I was actually surprised when I saw this one. It's not too off-centered, and maybe bottom to top, but I thought this one should have squeaked in if that one got a 10 right there. So sending 2 of those, I think they both got a 9 or one got an 8 or something. A Galarian Moltres V, bought this one. I knew a little bit off center, but I didn't have it, and I wanted to send these in, and I send in most of my alternative arts for 2 of them. So this one wore an 8. Definitely going to try to trade up for that. Might sell that one right there. So there's the other one I was talking about, the Calyrex V. Got another 9. I thought these looked pretty good, and I'm a little surprised those got a 9. I don't know why I send the dupes of that, but right there. And then we have a 6 right here. I was very surprised that a couple of my submissions did get 6s. And these are all pack fresh. This one wasn't traded. A lot of these are pulled by me. And see right here if there's anything wrong with the card or like that. It just doesn't seem like it. I'm not going to blame PSA, because I know they have to grade a lot of cards and stuff like that, and these people don't get paid that much. They're experts, but I'm saying they make mistakes time to time. It's human error and stuff like that. So we do have a PSA 6 pile. So we'll see. Ooh, I see these ones. I know what these got. So if you can already tell, should probably move these more in the frame. Look at the difference. Can you notice it? It's definitely a metal card, so if you can guess which one it is, I bet you know what it is. So we'll flip it over, and the Pikachu got a 9 for the metal card. Very cool card to have. I'd like to see why I got a 9, because these 10s go for a lot of money. So gonna kind of spoil it here. Did not get any 10s, but definitely love to have these cards graded. Definitely going to sell some of these to get some of the alt arts that I would like. So we'll put that in the 9 pile. Next one we have is another Pikachu. We got a PSA 9. Moving along, PSA 9 for the Metal Pikachu. And if you can guess again if this is the last Pikachu, we did get another PSA 9 for the Metal Pikachu. So try to get that more in frame. I'm not even looking where I'm putting this. Alright, now up to the Charizards. We have a PSA 9 for the Metal Charizard. Beautiful card of the base set, which you got in the UPC. Opened up, I think, 6 of those. I was lucky to get them. And definitely didn't pay scalper prices. Went to the store or bought them off Target. This is the only 8 we got from the Charizard metal cards right here. So we'll put that in the 8 pile. And then, let's move it along. Last one, we got a 10 on the Metal Charizard. So they all got 9s. That's what I was expecting. If it would have got anything higher than that, definitely would have been super excited. So this is one of the cards I would love to see as a 9. maybe I'll try to buy some more and see if I can get a 10, because those cards, the 10s, go for about like 2,000. I'll put that up there. So, next one, we got our Celebrations coming up. We have an Umbreon Gold Star from Celebrations. We got a PSA 10 on that. Next one we have, ooh, I was super excited when I saw this one. This is probably my favorite alternative art from the Charizard, from the Charizard UPCs. I probably opened about 7 as well for that. And this one came in as a 10. I know this is probably like $90, $80, or $100 card. We'll put that up on screen, but awesome card to get in a 10. Next one, oh my god. It took me forever to get this card. I opened up so many Vivid Voltage packs and I could not pull it. So had to go through eBay, looked at it for a while, looked through other ones. This one looked very, very good, near perfect, maybe a little bit bigger on the bottom to the top, but definitely I knew this card was going to get a 10. And love to have this one. Don't usually like the rainbows. I'm definitely a Pikachu fan. I don't know why, but I like to collect them, and bought this card pretty pricey. This is the only one I bought just because I wanted it, and this was during the height, during 2021, where I probably actually lost money, maybe spend about the same what it is worth a PSA 10 now. So wasn't probably pretty smart, but I made pretty other smart purchases. But that was probably one of my losses I did. I kind of was like, I can't pull this. I need to get it now. There we go. We got a Charizard, shiny Charizard VMAX. Pulled 3 of these. I knew this one looked pretty good. Left to right looked pretty good. Top to bottom looked good. And I graded one of these before and it got a 9. So I'm super happy that I got a 10. And I can add that into my vault of my collection. Next one, we have a shiny Mewtwo from Hidden Fates. And it got a PSA 9. I already have a 10 of this, so I was hoping I can get a 10. But we will sell it as a 9. It is what it is. You take what you get. Lycanroc shiny, got a PSA 9 right there. So I'll put that in the 9 pile. 9 pile is kind of racking up. PSA 10, Reshiram shiny. So I sent in a lot of my Hidden Fates that I opened up during the pandemic phase because they were putting them in Walmart. So I got a pretty good amount. So I wanted to see what I could get in these Hidden Fates. So they all were pretty good. There we go. I pulled 2 of these first submission. I got a 9 on this one. Now I finally got a 10, and I knew this one was going to get a 10. Very, very good, well-centered. No whitening. Actually looks near perfect. But definitely got a 10 on that one. Next one we have is Lucario. I'm looking up on my shelf. Do I have a Lucario? I do not think I do. So I think I did get a 9 on my last mission of this one. So got another 9 for the Lucario. Would love to see a 10 there. And then, there we go. Sending a lot of celebrations. Just the Charizards, the Umbreons, the Magikarps. Just the higher hitter cards. Probably my next mission would probably be a lower value one. So I'll probably send in some more of my other celebrations when I send in my next mission. So we got a 10 on the Umbreon from the celebrations, the Gold Star. PSA 8 on the XY Evolutions. Kind of surprised by this one. It looked pretty good to me. Centering. And left to right. I guess I missed that. Left to right, definitely bigger. A little bit tilted. Still think I should have probably got a 9, but it is what it is. Next one we have, dang, they put these all out of order. So now we're going to Crown Zenith. We got our Samurott and Suian Samurott V. Got a PSA 10. So 10s are a little outstack of the 9s right here. And then we got a 9 for the Celebrations one. So we'll get into our third box out of, I believe, 13 or 14. Almost did this off camera, so we'll slit this open right here. We're into our third box. Hopefully we see some of the cards that I really, really want to see, because I did get some good grades on some cards that I really, really wanted. So put this down. After this box, I'm probably going to move off some of the other cards, because it might be harder focusing on these cards that we are revealing. So next one is Chilling Reign. We're going back to it. Pulled this one myself. First alternative art I pulled from Chilling Reign. First booster box. Got the Zeraora V. And definitely a really cool card to hit. So I'll put that in the 10 pile. Next one, we hit a Galarian Rapidash. I pulled this from those premium evolution boxes. Don't remember which one. A little bit off center, left to right. That's why I probably got a 9. But cool stories to have. Slowking V, something I pulled myself. Love this artwork. I'm trying to see who makes it. I don't even want to pronounce it because people are going to hate me. But I know this guy creates a lot of these artworks like this. I would like to probably collect a lot of his sets. Just love it. It's weird. It's kind of a very cool artwork. And the Galarian Slowking being just chilling right there, hanging out by the river right there. So, next ones, we got our Celebrations Charizards. PSA 10 right there. I think that goes for about 200 or like 190. So, you'll see it when we pop it up on screen. We got another 10 of the Celebrations Charizard. Send in 8 of these, so this is probably... Oh, we're switching it up again, and they did this all out of order. So, Medicham V, we got a PSA 9. Definitely not the most valuable one from Evolving Skies, but definitely would like to get a whole 10 of Evolving Skies. Then we have another Celebrations PSA 10. Got a lot of these back as 10s. I thought a lot of these looked good, so I sent in a lot of these. Definitely will be selling some of those dupes to recuperate. Wow, I can't even talk. To get some of the cost back of this PSA submission. So, next one we have is a Sylveon V, and got a 9. Would love to see this one. It's beautiful artwork. This is from the Trainer Gallery. Send in some of these. Next time I'll send in more of these. But do not understand why this one got a 9. It's pretty good centering. Could have been surface, so I'm not seeing without a light, but there's no nicks or anything like that. So we got a 9 for the Sylveon, and I was really happy about this one. We got the Umbreon VMAX, not from Evolving Skies, but another cool artwork from Umbreon VMAXs. We got a PSA 10 on the Trainer Gallery one, and definitely very good. To be honest, this one looked better. This one is definitely thicker on the back compared to the front. Could have been surfacing left to right. So got a warrant it's 10, so definitely very cool to see that. Next one, we had a PSA 8 of the Umbreon, a little bit bigger left to right. Looks like there might have been a tiny nick that I missed right there when I was trying to send these in. I think I sent in 2 of these. I think one got an 8, and the other one maybe got a little bit higher. So yep, here it comes up again. We have an Umbreon V from the Trainer Gallery, Brilliant Stars. Got a PSA 9, like the Sylveon. So then, we have the Garchomp V. Trying to remember which set. Astral Radiance, I believe, not Lost Origins. Oh yeah, it says right there. I'm being an idiot. But Astral Radiance got a PSA 10. Definitely a chase card to hit. I believe it was at the Starmie that was in that one. I never pulled it yet. Haven't bought it yet. So I'll try to probably buy one either graded or maybe I'll try to do that. We have the Gold Pikachu from Lost Origins. It got a PSA 9 right there. Then we have, going back to our alt arts, got a PSA 10 for the Ice Rider Calyrex V. Very good to see those alt arts as PSA 10s. And then from Lost Origins again, we have the Charizard chilling with Leon. Love this card. Charizard just kind of looks like a lapdog right here, just chilling with Leon. Love to see that. And trying to see why I got a 9. Maybe look at it a little bit further. Want to get this video moving along. So we got a lot of cards to get through. Disappointed in this one. Would love to see this one as a 10, but I knew it was a little bit off-centered. I was hoping maybe it would have squeaked in. But for the Pikachu, I love collecting Pikachus, and we got red there in the first Pokemon from Red and Blue. Just awesome to see. Definitely can see off-centered. So I got a PSA 9. I will probably sell that one and try to get a 10 later. This one, I was trying to, because I saw, I don't know what's in the case. It got a 10. This one looked pretty good. I was super excited about it, but the Pikachu VMAX from Lost Origins, the Trainer Gallery one, it got a 10. Centering was pretty good. Maybe a little bit bigger on the top, but if you can see right here, I don't know if that's a crack because they showed this like reveal. It's not coming off. It's definitely not on the card. But I'm a little disappointed when I saw that. So, might need to ask PSA about that or resend that in. Because I do not like that with the cases, the quality control. The gold Rayquaza, we got a PSA 10, so that makes up for that Pikachu gold one that we got a PSA 9 on. Next one we have, ooh, the Dialga. So cool story about this, all right? I did trade one of my Moonbreons, and they probably both would have got 10s, but I was missing a lot of alt arts. I was like, I don't need these dupes. Kind of probably dumb in hindsight, but we'll pull up the grades. I traded for 3 pretty good alt arts, and one of them was this one right here. It was a Dialga V, and it got a 10. So very cool person I met in Chicago. I did a lot of this during the Christmas time, and I got a PSA 10 on the Dialga. All right. And the next one, bought this one. I regretted buying this one. I noticed when I had it right here, but I was like, whatever, it's a 9. I'll keep it till I get a 10. I'll start slowly collecting them. I know they're raising in price, but you can see right to left, a little bit off-centered. Bottom's a little bit bigger, but it's the right to left that what dinged it down to a 9. Other than that, it's a perfect card. So we'll see if we sell that one or not. So moving on to the 4th box. We got a PSA 10 on the Shiny Magikarp. Definitely love to see that. So got all those, the ones I sent. Ooh, cool story about this. So actually, cool story and a kind of a sad story, but my ex actually bought me some packs back probably like 2 years ago, and I pulled this one out of like those Walgreens mystery packs, and would have loved to see it at a 10. It would have been super, super high value, but I knew I wasn't going to get it. It's a cool story. I pulled it actually in airport because I waited to pull it when we were going to go see her parents. So a little off-centered, left to right. That's definitely why I got the 8. Wish I would have got a 9. That would have been cool. But got a PSA 8 for Sun and Moon Altart. We got a PSA 10 on the Shiny Articuno. I traded back a while back for this one from another guy that was collecting. He opened up a few Pokemon packs when he was collecting Hidden Fates a little bit. But he's mostly a sports guy, so he sold it to me for a pretty good price. Shouldn't have trade, but I actually sold it to me for a pretty good price. Yes! We got a Sylveon PSA 10. Love the Eevees. Love Sylveon. This shiny is just awesome right here. As you can see, we got a PSA 10 on the shiny Sylveon. So good to get right there. Ooh, we're going to newer now. Pro the SAR, the Secret Art Illustration. No, wait, what am I saying? Secret Illustration Rare. SAR is Japan. Yeah, SAR is Japan, and SIR is right here. One thing I'm not liking about Scarlet Violet, it's not about these are easy pull rates or anything, but a lot of these cards are just not cut well. I think they are cutting a new company. I'm not sure. You can comment down below on that. But as you can see as we go along through these SIRs, definitely not as good. We got a PSA 10 on a Pokemon Go Gold Mewtwo. Definitely a very cool card to get. So at a PSA 10. Then we got another 10, baby, on the Miriam, so the SIR. So got 2 10s on this. I sent in one more, and we'll see what we got on that one. And then we got a 9 on the Miriam right here. I thought a lot of these look good. Maybe that Nick right there. It's hard to see. I know my lighting's not good. I gotta get a little bit different setup, but I like the new overview and stuff like that. Here we go. Pretty big one here. I think this will retain a lot of good value. Arita from Astral Radiance, we get a Gem Mint 10 on that. And then moving along, Bay, we got a PSA 10, and what was this one from? Astral Radiance, and it was a TG1 right there. Next one we have a Zacian from Crown Zenith, one of the Galarian Gallery alt arts. I'm just going to call them alt arts because they definitely all are alt arts. The Zamazenta V got a PSA 10 right there. Then the Zacian, ooh, first 7 of our first submission. We got 1-6 and 1-7. And what I was wondering about Crown Zenith when I saw these grades was why a lot of these got 7s and some of them got 6s to spoil a little bit. And I'm very confused. I'll look at it a little more. The centering doesn't look bad. I don't know if it's like a nick or something, but we'll take a further look into that. Like this one, I understand why I got an 8. All right, I feel like most pack fresh cards should be 8, 9, or 10s. But when it gets down to the 7s and 6s or 5s, I don't think I got any 5s. From pack fresh, newer sets, that makes me a little worried. Zamazenta V, our second one, we got a PSA 10, so a lot of these dupes we are going to be selling. The Samurai V-Star alternative art from Crown Zenith, it got a 9. So I knew a lot of these were probably going to get 9s. Ooh, I wish the 10 on this one. But Gardevoir, PSA 9, shiny from Hidden Fates. Next one, I love these cards. 3 dogs, legendary dogs. Definitely will be displaying this if I get a whole PSA 10 set. But we got a PSA 10 on the Raikou alternative art from Crown Zenith. And then we move on, and then we got a second one from Crown Zenith, the PSA 10, right there for our Raikou. Moving along, and at finishing it off, PSA 9, you can see right here, left to right, definitely off-centered. Nothing else wrong with the card, so I'll put that down on the new 9 pile. And then the Simisear, I only sent in one of these, and it got a 9. So definitely from Sword and Shield, I want to try to get all alternative arts from all sets, PSA 10. So we'll work on that. That'll be a little side mission probably for like the next 2 years. All right. Next one we have is a Caitlyn at a PSA 8. So I think this is towards the end of the submission. Top to bottom, I guess. I think it should be a 9. There's nothing else wrong with the card. Not super bad centered. But a PSA 8 for the Caitlyn. And then next one we have. Ooh, I love this one. Traded with this one where I live. And got it at a PSA 10. So I thought this one was pretty well centered. Traded with someone and definitely came back pretty good. So we got a 10 on the Phoebe. Love that card from Battle Styles. Then we have Pokemon Center Lady. I pulled this one myself. Told you. Didn't pull the Rainbow Pikachu. Very sad, I know. But we got the Pokemon Center Lady at a PSA 9. Centering, I thought on some of these when I was looking at them. They're not that bad. So we might have got a little bit tough grader. The last 2 times I feel like I've gotten pretty tough graders. So, and then the Sonya, I would have loved this one from Rebel Clash. One of the only good cards from Rebel Clash and Boss's Orders and some other ones. But this one I thought should have deserved the 10 as well. It's a little bit thinner on the top, the bottom, but I don't know. Other than that, it's pretty perfect. I felt like it should fit in the qualifications. But we got a PSA 9 on that one. And here we go, baby. To go with my collection, I'm going to make a video because I just got into my new house and I've been working on my den where I'm filming in right now, and I definitely want to record more videos and get back at it. But what got me back into the game was Evolutions. I wasn't going as crazy as I'm going now when I'm collecting cards, but my first pack from Evolutions when I got back into it when I was in college. I pulled the Charizard, and then one of my submissions I didn't record it, but I got a PSA 10. So this is definitely going right by it in my collection on a little stand, right by it. So hopefully we can get the Venusaur someday. So probably will look for that. They're not super expensive, so I probably will just buy it. Elsa Sparkle, would have loved to see this at a 10. Let's see what went wrong with it. Thought this one was pretty well centered as well. So got a PSA 9 on the Elsa Sparkle from full art. And here we go. So the Boss's Order got a 10. And let's see why this one got a 10. It's definitely better on top to bottom, as you can see. But left to right wasn't super perfect. So it is what it is. Moving on, we have our Jolteons from our Ultra and Premium collections, or Vaporeons and Flareons. Probably coming up because I saw it at the bottom, the Vaporeon one. But let's go. We got a 10 on the Jolteon. So very cool to see that we got a 10 on the Jolteon. This is one of my favorite ones. And we got a 10 for the Jolteon. So I would love to get a all 10s on that one coming up. So PSA 9 on the Flareon. So these are hard to grade. It's either kind of 10 or bust. So like 9 sell for about like 30 or 20. So it's either 10 or bust, because I think this one's probably about like 100 or maybe like 90 or 120 or something out there. Jolteon, love this one. Jolteon's probably my favorite line out of all these. Then the Vaporeon, then the Flareon. It got a PSA 9 for the VMAX one. Ooh, there we go. Go with the Jolteon for the V, the little alternative art. The promo from the not Ultra Premium, what am I saying? Premium collection boxes for not Eevee Heroes, but Evolving Skies, got a 10. So I open up a few of these. So Flareon VMAX got a PSA 9. Love the Executor just chilling right there. And I didn't notice this before. Is that Slowbro? Slowking? But I'll look at it a little bit more when I put these cards away. There we go. Gold Mew PSA 10. Knew these ones I sent in that were pretty good, so I thought they had a pretty good chance of getting a 10. Moving along, here we go, baby. The Vaporeon, my second favorite one. You got a Melodic right there, some other Pokemon, a Mantine, and some other ones that I'm kind of missing in the names on. But we got a PSA 10 on the Vaporeon VMAX Alternative Art Promo. Moving along, and we got a 9 on the next one. I opened in more of these. I wasn't really thinking. I think I only opened up one Jolteon, one Flareon. I think I opened up maybe like 3 or 4 of the Vaporeons. Friends in Hisui, the Crown Zenith Full Art. We got a PSA 10, so very cool to see on that. Ooh, messing up right here. Elsa Sparkle. And I saw this. I think this is my only one. I got it off camera. Do you notice what is different about this Elsa Sparkle? And I was very surprised. It does not look at all OC. Because if you see right here, it says 9 OC. And I'm like, that's OC, that's OC. That doesn't seem too bad. You don't see like that little mark when it's like completely bad when you're trying to get an OC. So I'm very surprised why this got a 9 OC when it looks almost like a 10. I guess it might be a little more valuable. I didn't look it up. I just looked at a PSA 9 when I was doing the data yesterday, and I'm very surprised by that. I think they messed up on that. So I don't know what they were doing at PSA when they were grading that card. The Bay, I would love to see this as a 10. Got a 9 on it. A lot of these full art trainers got 9s, I feel like. Got like graders were like, oh, I'm tired. This is the end of the submission. 99999. I felt like that's what they did. Furry Suda Girl, we got from Silver Tempest Full Art. We got a PSA 10. And then moving along. And lastly, the last one I sent in, I have a couple I might just sell raw because I felt like they weren't going to get 10s or 9s. The Vaporeon VMAX, I have another 10 on there, so we're going to sell one of those since we have a dupe of those. Move that out of the way. Move these over here and see what we got, baby. So, next one, Rotom Beam. Pulled this one myself. You can see a little bit off-centered. No, not left to right. It's more top to bottom, actually. Definitely very thin on the bottom. But wanted to get these graded. Wanted to see what they would have got graded. All these alt-arts, because I was only missing 2 of them. Next one, Aerodactyl V. You could tell, a little bit OC. Not OC, but off-centered. And that's it. So that's my thing. This one's way more off-center than that Elsa Sparkle. You know what I'm saying? And this is definitely not an OC-worthy card as well. But I don't know what they were thinking on that one. But very cool one. I bought this one because I couldn't pull it. I was like, I'm done with Lost Origins and stuff like this. So here we go, baby. The second highest alt-art. Honestly, probably not my favorite, to be honest, out of all the alt-arts. I probably actually like this Aerodactyl better, but this one got a 10. A little bit, I would say, a little bit fatter on the left and right, but it's still warranted the 10, I guess. But I think this one goes for about 800, 700 at a PSA 10. And going back to that story, remember the Dialga one? I traded for this one as well for my Moonbreon. So I thought the Moonbreon was going to get a 10, but the person I traded with back in Chicago, they gave me a pretty good deal with it because I was missing some big hitters. The Dialga's not super expensive, but this one's definitely an expensive card. And this card will probably go down in value a little bit because I think there's going to be a reprint, but who knows. I think Evolving Skies one had a short little reprint. The Moonbreon actually went up, which was pretty crazy. Skuntank V from Silver Tempest. We got a PSA 10 on that on the alt arts. So you're definitely seeing a lot of cool cards if you stay here till the end. PSA 8. Yep, that's huge. On the top to the bottom, I bought this one because I couldn't pull it. Should have probably bought a little bit better one, really a little bit more patient. Pull this one. thought maybe I had a chance, but you could see top to bottom a little bit, I was going to say, a little bit bigger and smaller, so that's why it's warranted. It's 9. There we go, baby. Traded with this one, so I'm back where I live. But traded a lot of Charizards for this. I think I had 2 PSA 10 Shiny Charizard Vs from Champion's Path, some other ones. He gave me a Dragonite Altart, a Lugia V. The trade value is pretty fair, you know what I'm saying? I gave him that one graded card, some other Charizards, gave me some Altarts that I needed. I think that Aerodactyl, which got a PSA 9. But some of the ones that he traded with me with, I look more when I'm trading when I'm at a card store. I'm just like, whatever, I'll buy it. But I'm saying when I'm trading with someone, I try to look at the centering. I try to help them out with the centering as well, and not try to be, I don't know, kind of mean, you know what I'm saying? And you know the cards there. I'll say, hey, there's definitely maybe a nick in the corner, or there might be a print line. But I got a PSA 10 on that. I couldn't pull that. I'm like, I'm done with Silver Tempest. Lost Origins Silver Tempest was not kind to me. I actually pulled 2 of these, and I knew both of them would have got a 10. Traded one of them, I mean, and I got a PSA 10 on this. So thankfully, I didn't trade one away, and the other one got a 10, and this one didn't get a 10. So got a 10 on the Mew VMAX Alternative Art from Fusion Strike. This one, I was a little bit worried, a little bit thinner, left to right, and it did get a PSA 9. I would love to see this Gengar. I love Gengar, one of my favorite Pokemons. I know I have a lot of favorite Pokemons, but Gengar VMAX would have loved to see this from Fusion Strike at a 10, but it warranted a 9. Definitely going to keep that one until I can get a 10. So, Conqueror, we got from Pokemon Go, we got a PSA 8. Put in that in the 8 pile, let's put in the 9 pile. Then, baby, traded one of these off, same thing with that Mew. Thought they both looked pretty good, so I'm like, I don't need 2. Got the Gem Mint 10 on the Mewtwo V from Pokemon Go. Then we have Honchkrow, one of my brother's favorite Pokemon. Definitely, I honestly, if I get a 10, I'll probably just gift him this one. I think it'd be kind of cool. You could display it on a shelf, give him a little thing. He's not in the Pokemon cards. He's more of a board game player. He's more of a video game player, which I'm both of those. Not as much board games, but video games I love, obviously because of Pokemon and Zelda, Mario, and have a PS5, but might gift him this one if I can find a better version of that. So we'll stay tuned in that one. Luminion V from Brilliant Stars. We got a PSA 9. So we might have a heartbreak coming up. PSA 10 Arceus V. I forgot where I got this one. I think I traded for it, but I can't really remember the story. So definitely we'll keep that. Keeping all the 10s from alternate ones. And this is the one I was talking about. A little bit off-centered. I would love to see this one as a 10. Top to bottom. I think it could have squeaked in as a 10. Got a 9. Bought this from the store. I traded mine because it was... I pulled one, but it was same thing in that Tyranitar story. It was definitely going to get like an 8. Maybe a 9 it would have squeaked in, but like this Heartbreaker gave me a 9, so... I'd love to see that one as a 10, so maybe we'll sell it and try to buy a new one or something like that. Lilligant V, we got a PSA 10. I forgot which Astral Radiance that is from. So PSA 10 on that alt arts. Moving along, another Golden Mew, so we'll probably sell one of these or trade for some other cards we need. Golden Mew, PSA 10. Moving along. All right, this is our evolutions. These are very hard to grade. I wasn't mad about it when I saw it. I'm like, it's probably going to get an 8 or 9. Not going to get 10, the centering. The one thing about this card, I don't know if you could see, I don't think there was any print lines. I looked at it. I traded one away. I only pulled 2 of these. And I don't think this one had any print lines, but I think it had some nicking on the back, like whitening and stuff like that. Yep, you can see right there. So I think that's what the centering and that type of stuff which hold it back, which... It sucks because usually it's the print lines, I think, that ding that down. Got a PSA 9 on the reverse part of the XY Charizard from Evolutions, the base recreation. I think it was the centering, left to right. I don't think there was any print lines. Maybe the cutting, but got a PSA 9. I'm actually happy with that. So, to be honest, 8 9s, I know they're not super expensive, but those will probably be ones I keep until I can find better ones. I know those are super expensive, the 10s, but that's something I like. I pull them, and it's a story. Move along. So next one, we have Inteleon VMAX Alternative Art, PSA 10. Next one we have Celebi from Chilling Reign. Well, no, why am I saying Chilling Reign? Came out during Japanese during Chilling Reign as a promo. But Fusion Strike should have probably been in Chilling Reign because of all the snow. Beautiful card. Would love to see this in a PSA 10, but top to bottom a little bit off. So I understand that one. All right. The Mew V, a little bit crooked. A little bit thinner. I thought this one should have probably been an 8 out of the other ones if they're grading kind of consistently how they were the other time. Next one, beautiful card. Pull this one myself. B-Drill V from Astro Radiance. Definitely keeping this one. I think this is one of the most beautiful alt art card works. You know what I'm saying? Just love flowers. Reminds me of May. They're pollinating all the flowers. And just reminds me of my mom because she loves planting flowers and stuff like that. So definitely love that card right there. We got the Sneasler V from Astral Radiance as a 10. Moving along, we got the Palkia V. Would have hoped to get this as the same as Dialga. Pulled this one myself, one of the first alt arts I pulled from Astral Radiance, alongside that B-Drill when I opened up some booster boxes of it. You can see it's a little bit off-center, so see why that one got a 9. Duraludon, PSA 10, VMAX. So good to see that from Evolving Skies. Get that little side quest. Here we go. One of the other ones I traded with the Lugia. Got a PSA 10, the Dragonite V. Love Dragonite. A little sleepy Dragonite right there. Cool guy to get into your collection. So we got him as a 10. Moving along. Here we go. Going back to Evolving Skies. Traded away one of these, kind of like the other ones. Had dupes of it. Pulled 2 out of a booster box. And we got a PSA 10 on the Rayquaza V alternative artwork. So awesome to see that. 2 Evolving Skies, well 3 back to back. And here we go, baby. Another PSA 10 big hitter, Rayquaza VMAX alternative artwork. So like I told you, I like that VMAX trainer gallery actually a little bit better, but traded this one right off the bat when the set came off. I don't play the game as much. I would actually like to get into it out of the amount of cards I collect, but this one got a PSA 10. I traded with him some Leafeon VMAXs at the time, some Leafeon Bs, because I think he was playing that deck. I don't know if it's still playing right now, but because I was pulling a lot of these cards and I couldn't pull this one, so I traded him for that and probably a little bit of money. So worked out. PSA 8 Espeon V. Pulled this one. Forgot what it was from, a booster box, but you could see very thin on the bottom, very thick on the top. I actually agree with that, why that's an 8. Here we go. Espeon V. Cool story about this one. So, who did I trade this one with? So, yeah, this was the last one with the one in Chicago with the Moonbron. I didn't have the Espeon. The only one she had that was not great was a little bit of story time. Was it wasn't the centering on this. I actually had to buy this one from the store. I just sold the other one for a little bit cheaper, so I took a little bit of a loss, but I think she had it in like a 1-touch, and there's some whitening right here. This is a good looking card. All the other ones got 10s, but I knew it wasn't going to get 10. I wanted the 10s on the Eevee, so took a little bit extra time, found a card at a local card shop, bought it, and thankfully I drove about like 30-40 minutes to go get that one. Next one, we had the PSA 10 Sylveon, so that goes, well, not Sylveon's not up, but goes along coming up with next one, kind of spoiling it, and it's right here, baby. Trade for this one as well. Got a Sylveon VMAX PSA 10. Actually, this, besides the Moonbron, I think, or the Espeon, but that wasn't in Evolving Skies. I think the Espeon's my second favorite, but from Evolving Skies, I think this is my second favorite VMAX one. I love this one with all the Eevees. Marshadow, I believe, is right there. I don't know which one. Floragato? You can be mad at me in the comments. Oh, you have a Vaporeon in there as well. So definitely very cool artwork. Very cool vibe. Alright, moving back to Scarlet and Violet base. We have a PSA 9 Gardevoir. Like I said, I don't think the print quality is as good with this new printers. Hopefully they do it. A PSA 9 on the Jock, so that's probably not a super expensive card because the set just came out. PSA 9 on the Suicune. We're looking for a 10. We got 10s on the Raikou, so we got a 9 on the Suicune. Next one. Probably a little off-center, right to left. So we'd love to see this one as a 10. Came out of a promo tin. I forgot what it was called. The tag team tins. They didn't have tag team at the time when I was collecting. But PSA 9, very cool artwork. Definitely going to keep this one. Love how Mew's just giggling like a little child, and then Mewtwo's just super frustrated, like a angry father annoyed by his child. So, next one. Would love to see this one as a 10. That came back as a 9. Leafeon V-Star from Crown Zenith. Moving along. Oh, didn't we have Raikous already? I guess I got 3 of these Raikous as a PSA 10, so more to sell, I guess, from there. So that was the 7th or 8th box or something. So we're going to be moving along, baby. All right. Still haven't seen that Moonbreon yet. So, next one we have, the Entei. Get into our little side quest as well. PSA 10 for the Entei and Crown Zenith. Next one we have is a PSA 9. We already had a 10 of this, so I'm fine. I'm fine with it. Got a PSA 9, probably top to bottom. Now that I can see it. PSA 9 for the Magikarp Shiny from Celebrations. We got another PSA 10, Umbreon from Celebrations right there. We have another 10 from the Entei, Crown Zenith. We have Magikarp Excellent 5. Actually, I did have a 5. I lied. Don't know why this is a 5. Maybe you could tell me in the comments. There might be something wrong with it, but at this point, this is like a cracked card and just put it in a binder because I don't think anything should be a 5. Pack fresh. I don't misplace my cards. There might be something wrong with it. We might take a look and do a follow-up video, but I don't know about that one, guys. PSA 9 Mewtwo V-Star. Love this card from the kind of like the Charizard UPC, but it's from Mewtwo's perspective. He's doing a little beam attack, kind of like Goku Kamehameha at Charizard. Charizard's trying to flee it right there. Got all the little Pokemon, like Tangrowth, I believe, is back there, flying. And some other ones. I think Diglett. I think I can see it. I don't know. Maybe it's on the Charizard, but it's like in the little ground right there. Very cool card to get. Would love to see it as a 10, but here we go. Right here, we have it as a 10. It's PSA 10, so very cool. Moving along, Dragon Majesties. That's the same pack. That story I had about the Walgreens, the airport. Pulled this one as well. I think came with a Broken Bonds, which came from that Gardevoir and Sylveon, I believe. All its artwork, and then I got a holo of this. Came back as a PSA 9. Put that right there. Try not to break the cases. PSA 9 on the Entei. We've already seen these, so we'll move along a little bit faster. Darkrai, very cool card. One of my favorites from Crown Zenith, to be honest. Got a PSA 9. I don't think I got any 10s on those. Another one I was very surprised about. PSA 6 on a special delivery Charizard. So I'm going to have to take a look at this one, do a follow-up video. The cool thing about this one is a swirl right there, if you could see. I don't even know where I'm showing it in the video. There's a little swirl right there. And I'd like to see why this one got a 6 later on, but PSA 6 on there. Deoxys VMAX, PSA 10 from Crown Zenith. Another 10 from Deoxys VMAX. Headorine VMAX, we got a PSA 10, so it's good for our collection. Drapion V from Crown Zenith, we got a PSA 10. And moving along, PSA 9 on the Drapion right there. Luminion, so making a little comeback from the last one where we got a 9 on the Brilliant Stars one. We got a PSA 10 on the Crown Zenith one. Put in the 10 pile. We got another 10 for the Luminion right there. And then 2 more cards in this box. We have a Samurott V. I think we already saw one of these. Got another 10. Moving along, Suicune. Was that the only one we needed? Yes, it was, I think, because we haven't seen it yet. Suicune had a PSA 10. Beautiful card. The Raikou or this one is my favorite. This one might top it, to be honest. Entei is probably my least favorite. I like Entei as a Pokemon. I love that movie. The Entei movie. A little weird with the girl. He's like talking, but I guess Mewtwo does that as well. But those are some of our cards that we have right there. Moving along, I think we're on our final 4 boxes, so we're actually saving the best for last. Moving along, we have a Koraidon PSA 9. So, like I said, I think these are going to be hard to grade. So, I think the 10s are actually going to be pretty valuable in the Scarlet Violet. Because print quality, centering, not as good as Sword and Shield. I don't know what it is, what's going on with the new printers and stuff like that. Just not as good, I don't think. The Miraidon EX, I like Scarlet Violet. Don't say I don't like it. Don't give me hate in the comments. I'm definitely going to still collect. I love that you can collect the Master Set easier. But what I don't like is the print quality. That's the only thing I don't like about it. So, the Miraidon PSA 9, similar to the Koraidon. What I got? Gardevoir PSA 8s. So, one step down from the other one. We have another Gardevoir at a PSA 9 right there. Let me do something real quick. My computer's acting up. I want to make sure the video doesn't get deleted. Alright. Moving along. Marnie's Pride from Brilliant Stars. Full art got a PSA 9. Would have loved seeing that as a 10. Candace. Another one I thought when I was looking at it, there's nothing wrong with this card. Should have probably got a 10, but I got a PSA 9. And then we have Tapu Lele. I have one of these already in my collection on my shelf right now. So that one will probably be up for sale. PSA 9 Shiny Magikarp. We've seen that, so we'll go a little bit quicker through these. Charizard PSA 10 Celebrations. Sending good in these. So good amount of them. PSA 9 on the Shiny Umbreon from Celebrations. Gardevoir EX. Couldn't get a 10 in this. I would have loved to have seen a 10. I would have been happy if I would have got Miriam 10 and a Gardevoir 10. The other ones, not so into. There's no nostalgia or anything like that with the other Pokemon since they're new. I actually didn't even play the new game because of all the bugs. And maybe they'll fix that, I don't know. But just haven't been super interested in playing the new Pokemon game. But we have Cynthia's Ambition full art right there, PSA 9. We have Roxanne at a PSA 10, and that's from Astral Radiance. So I'll probably get a little good money on that one. Definitely keeping it. It's PSA 10. It's the only one I send in. I usually only sell dupes. Blissey. To be honest, kind of a weak alt art. One of the weaker ones. This one and probably Sandaconda from Sword and Shield. Did play that game, and I played Legends of Arceus. Arceus, whatever you want to call it. But I like those two games. Sword and Shield had its qualms, but the bugs are not as bad as the new game. But Legends Arceus, I think that's the direction they need to go into. And just get better graphics. Pokemon makes billions of dollars. Come on. Especially me buying all these Pokemon cards. So, PSA 10, there's my little rant on the Pokemon games. PSA 9 on the Celebrations. Charizard right there. We've already seen that. Got another PSA 9 on the Celebration Charizard. Wondering why. You can see a little bit thicker, I guess, on the front of the cards. Then we have a PSA 10 on the Celebration Charizard right there. I think I got 4 or 5 of those. I think 4 and 4 on the 9s and 10s. PSA 9. I would have loved to see this one. I think the Moltres was very cool. Aesthetically, this kind of looks like a little cartoon. You know what I'm saying? Like a Roadrunner, Galarian Zapdos. Very cool arts on this one. I really like the Moltres one, so I would like to get both these in a 10. And then moving along, another one from Chilling Reign. We have the Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX. So only other alt art I did not send in. So most of the alt arts from, including Crown Zenith, because I didn't send in all the Crown Zenith ones. I was missing the counterpart to this one, the Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. So it's good to see this one get a 10, but gotta look to buy the other one. Haven't been looking, trading as much, or buying as much Pokemon right now. So PSA 9 for the Celebration Charizard. And we'll get some moving along. Moving along, next card. Samurott, PSA 10. I have already seen that, so we'll put it aside. The Samurott V-Star didn't do as hot, only got a PSA 8. I feel like they got a little lazy at the end. A lot of these weren't super bad, and it's an 8. I expect 8s, 9s, less 8s, probably some 9s in my submissions, like about half, even with the 10s. So not looking too deep into the card. These are most cards I've collected and pooled, some that I bought. But we got a Zoroark as a PSA 10, the V-Star, very cool card. This is one of the newer ones I pulled before making the submission, so luckily got it snuck it into that submission right there. Grant got a PSA 10, not the most valuable one, but it got a PSA 10 for the one, so that's one for my collection. And here's one to sell to someone on like a Facebook group or online. I'm probably going to start an eBay. I haven't started it, but usually do it in the Facebook group chats. You want to be careful. Make sure these are not fake. Make sure you're doing it at police stations. They'll allow you to walk in there. I usually just do it outside. It's just safer for you and the other person. You just meet halfway and get to a police station and do that, because you don't want anything to go wrong, because a lot of these cards could be valuable and you don't want to lose on that. So it's probably safer just to sell online, sell on eBay, or do it through Marketplace or whatever means you do it through. But I like to do it in person because I think it's cool to meet people, cool to trade. And I like that aspect where you could trade, not all of it's just all selling. And that's what the game's about. It's called a trading card game. PSA 10 on the Core, I always mess this up. Fluorescence Experiments, PSA 10. Next one, we have a PSA 9, Adaman. Moving along, we got a PSA 9 on the card we just showed. We have a Melanie as a PSA 9. I think she was from Sword and Shield. Cool card. Weird. Is that a Pokemon she's eating? Or what is that? It's a Snow Run, I think it is. That's what it's called. And oh, there's an ice cube there. I never actually noticed that. So PSA 9 on that. Then we have a PSA 10 Adaman. So I got that as a 10. Here we go. I actually pulled 3 of these. I think all of them would have been 10s. Would have probably been smarter. But traded for some of these cards you're seeing in the submission, like these alt arts, or bought some of that with the money that I sold it with. So good this came back as a 10, because this is the only one I had. And I probably kept the best one, but the other ones I sold them to, I bet you they got 10s as well. Brilliant Stars had some pretty good cut quality. The Melanie right there, we were just talking about it, got a PSA 10. Moving along, we got a Roxanne to go along with that Roxanne. I think it was from Astral Radiance. PSA 10 right there. PSA 9 version of it. So at least we got 110 to keep, 19 to sell. Cynthia's Ambition. I think I only sent one of these. Would have loved to see it as a 10. Definitely thinner, as I could see now on the bottom and the top. For the most part, PSA did a pretty good job with this submission. There's a couple, like these two, and some others, like that Metacham, I had a problem with. And there's going to be 3 others that I have a really big problem with. And we'll see what we do with those. PSA 10, Arita. So to go along with Arita, I guess Arita and Roxanne, this greater like, because they gave me 10s on those. Gardenia's Vigor. I love this card. Beautiful blossom in the background. Cherubim, right there. You wouldn't even notice them if I didn't point them out. Love the flower aspect. Already talked about that. My mom loves planting flowers. And I don't know. Something cool. And it's just a really, really cool artwork. Just really, really cool vibe. I was born in the spring, so flowers bloom then. PSA 8 Arita. Looks like a 9 to me, but it's an 8. But it is what it is. Can't win them all, baby. It is crazy. We haven't even seen the Moonbreon. Where's the Moonbreon? Well, except they just did not send it to me. I would cry. So, on to the 12th. We're on to only 2 more boxes. So we should be seeing the Moonbreon coming up. Some other, I think, Eevee Hero stuffs. Not Eevee Heroes. I always want to say Eevee Heroes because I've been watching a lot of Japan. Not a Japan collector. I should probably get into it, but At this point, very, very expensive. That needs to calm down, to be honest. It's getting a little ridiculous, kind of getting like the 2021 vibe from Pokemon. Needs to calm down. It will eventually, don't worry. People will get bored of it, kind of like they did with the English, and there won't be as much scalping. So hopefully that happens. So here we go. Getting into some of the cards I have problem with, but this one got a PSA 10, and I thought these ones weren't going to get the 10 because it looks a little bit thicker right there. But we got a 10 on the gold Crown Zenith card right there, the Palkia. Then moving along, we got a PSA 8. Looks honestly the same to me. Nothing wrong with it, so we'll see what we do with that one, if we just sell it or if we do something with the case. And here's where the problems come in. Right here. I'm going to look at them farther. PSA 7 on the gold ones. And I thought these would have been 9s or 10s at least. So you'll see what I'm talking about in the next one. So centering. Not bad. I know it's not all about centering. Centering on the back. Not bad, right? I don't see any whitening. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to take it off screen, to be honest, because I wanted to look at this one. I don't see anything wrong with this card. I know like there could be creasing or something because I'm not looking at the light, but very surprised by this. Why this one got a 7. So you'll see I'll kind of be upset with another one. There's only a few cards I was upset about. The other ones, I understand. You know what I'm saying? They're going to make mistakes. It is what it is. PSA 10 Dialga V-Star. So we got 2 of the puzzle. Right there, the Palkia and Dialga. And then the Miriam. Pretty good card to get hit. Better in Japan, but I collect English. You know what I'm saying? So Miriam full art got a PSA 10, so I got a set of the Miriams. And then the next one got a PSA 9. Right there. Next one, we have the Arcanine PSA 9. I love these cards, to be honest. I wish more of the full arts would have went to this style and kind of got rid of the full arts. But love Arcanine. Right there. Would love to see it as a 10, but right there. Serena got a PSA 9, a little bit, but I bet you if you resubmitted that, I bet you they could squeak in as a 10 with some other graders. Almost put that in the 10 pile. Here's the one I'm talking about. PSA 6. Pack Fresh. Sleeved. And pulled probably like 4 months ago, 5 months ago. That's crazy to me that these 2 cards were probably the lowest submission in my Crown Zenith, the most expensive card, and a 7 and a 6. Like, centering, not bad. Not bad. I would be very surprised if both of these had creases. So, I don't know what went on with these cards. I understand there could be some surfacing, but that shouldn't bring it down to a 6. If it's not a crease, I was very upset by these 2 cards right here. Those are my biggest ones, and the next one's probably coming up. There's a third one. It's right here. PSA 7. I could see centering maybe 9, but 7, are you kidding me? And these are all back-to-back. I set these all 3 right there. So it was like, what went on in literally when that person was grading these 3 cards? These are Pack Fresh cards. Maybe there's something wrong with it, but I'm not noticing. But this one got a 7 as well. So, to bring it a little bit downer, we're going to have some good cards coming up. Don't worry. All right. So, we have the Deoxys VMAX PSA 10. I think I was 3 for 3 on those as a PSA 10. Darkrai, this is the last one I submitted. It got a PSA 9 right there. Deoxys V-Star. This is a cool, interesting one. We got a PSA 9. So it struck out on the Darkrai, struck out on the other ones. Like, say these were 2 ones going back. They were 9s. Alright. I'll take it. 7s and 6s, makes a pretty big bad taste. PSA 10 as a Charmeleon. Sent in a Charmander when I was doing Hidden Fates, and it got a 9. PSA 10 on the Eevee. Love this one. I'm very happy to get this one. It's one of the baby shinies. Probably one of the more valuable ones in Charmeleon and Charmander. We got a PSA 10 on that. Moving along, PSA 8 on the Penny. These ones I can understand. Print quality, I think they're using new printers for these new sets. Hopefully it gets a little bit better as the sets go along. PSA 8 for the Iron Treads. And then Gyarados, we got a PSA 9, the Terrasilize, I believe it's called. Didn't play the games, remember, I talked about that. But the PSA 9 for the Gyarados, cool cards. I'll take it, definitely going to keep those 2 9s. PSA 9 Spidops, very cool card. The art rare version of it, you have like a Tarantula, I think it's other form that's like hanging down right there, as you can see right here. And like Cypher's going after it, so the cards like go together. So that's a really cool one that I thought that they did. And then I think this was the lowest one I got as SIR, was a Great Tusk right there, SIR. So we got a PSA 7 of that. Next one, love this from Crown Zenith. The Pikachu Secret Rare. We got a PSA 10, baby. Let's go. PSA 9 Charizard. Right there from the Radiant collection. This is I like this Radiant better than the Radiant from the Pokemon Go. And I don't remember if we showed that one either. So maybe there is another box I'm missing in there, and I just need to look through it one more time. We got a Radiant Charizard PSA 9 again. We got another 9. You're going to see a lot of these 9s come up for those Radiants. Friends and Sinnoh, we got a PSA 10 right there. Let's go. I think Cynthia's in there, and you got the little trainers. Another PSA 9 Radiant Charizard. Then we have another PSA 9 Radiant Charizard. Another 8. I think that was the only 8 we got. The Radiant Charizard, so we'll put that there. Then we have Friends and Sinnoh. That one got an 8. So it went from 10 all the way down to an 8. Then we have the Genesect. I guess this might be the last box, who knows. Fusion Strike, I knew this one. I actually think I pulled 3 alternative artworks. So I think I talked about 2. My Charizard UPCs out of like the 7 or 8 I opened. And this one got an 8. I knew it was going to get an 8. A little bit off-centered. Definitely off-centered top to bottom, left to right as well. So that one definitely warrants an 8. I understand that. Maybe some other easier grader maybe give it a 9. So we got an 8 on the Friends and Sui. Friends and Sui, we got a 9, so moving up there. Then we move to the Radiant Charizard, another 9. Unfortunately, I didn't get any 10s on those Radiant Charizards. A 9 on the Secret Rare Pikachu. Love this card. Very cool. A lot of representation, setting it off from the Sword and Shield with the Pikachu. We got a PSA 9 for the Pikachu. I feel like the Moonbrand is not in here. The PSA 10 Pikachu. PSA 10. PSA 10 Pikachu right there. And we're on down to the final 3. I think these are all the Pikachu, so I might have missed a box. PSA 10 Pikachu right there. And another 9 from the Pikachu. And then I saw this one. This was another 9. So, am I losing my mind and we already did the Moonbrand? Because I don't even think we saw some of the other Eevees. So, I'm going to have to take a look real quick. So, hopefully I did not miss a box. Oh! I am a silly goose. So, this was 6. So, this is where the Moonbrand must be. So, I promise you these are all out of order. I did not do that on purpose. The Moonbrand is finally here, baby. Hopefully. I'm not missing another box. Take a little sip of my water. Can't wait to make a little coffee after this. Let's check one more time if my computer is still on. I'm new to recording. I know I've been doing videos for a while, but I need to do something about getting better quality and stuff like that. That's something I want to work on. It's going to be my first video in like 2 years probably. I've been MIA for a while, so I'm glad to be back. I think I like this setup. I think it's going to be easy for ripping cards, and I would like to do other videos about video games and stuff like that. So, not the Umbreon we're looking for. We got another PSA 9 from the celebrations right there. Then we got our Charizard. We already saw that we got a 10 from this one. And we got a PSA 9 for the Charizard V, my favorite artwork out of there. And there we go. There's a Radiant Charizard. We got a PSA 10 of the Radiant Charizard for the Pokemon Go. So struck out on all the Radiants and Crown Zenith, but we got a 10 there. I forgot about this card. Oh, this one hurts! Come on. They're leaving the best and most hurtful ones. So, I think the back is good. It's a little bit off-center. I hope it would have been squeaked to get it as a 10. Maybe we'll get it regraded someday. We'll see what we do with it. Wink, wink. But, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Definitely going to keep that. It's a card I pulled. Definitely a hard one to pull. So this one, going back to, remember the special delivery Charizard? This one got a 7. And I'm actually happy with this one, why I got a 7, because I'll tell you why. I bought this special delivery Blue. I didn't buy it, but I got the email. I was very lucky to get it. I only got one. It's a very expensive card because they didn't do it. It was like a joke on the special delivery Charizard and Bidoof Day. But I think it might be hard to see. Sorry. There is actually a nick here. I know when there's like a nick or a crease. I thought this one would have got a 6. I'm keeping this in my thing. It's an awesome story to have. I don't care that it's a 7. I know why it got a 7. These other ones, I don't know why they got 7. Well, that one I know. But the other ones, I don't know why they got 7s, like those Garatinas and the Arceus and the Special Delivery Charizard, or this Magikarp, they got a 5. This one I thought was going to get a 6. Because I had a thing. I bought a Shiny Fates 10. I should have bought like a plushie or a t-shirt or something. I think that's what nicked it. But this one got a 7. And I knew there was a defect with it. So I don't understand those other ones. So maybe they saw that and they thought all my other cards are like that. So maybe I should have left that one towards the end. PSA 10 we have for the Magikarp. So we got another PSA 10 for the Magikarp. PSA 9 for the Shiny Magikarp. I might be missing another box, to be honest. We'll see. Ooh, there we go, baby. Pulled this out of the celebrations. Might have been that Pikachu figurine box. Didn't open up a lot of Darkness to Blaze. Or Rebel Clash or Sword and Shield. Got more into it. Like, I maybe opened a little bit, but pulled this one out of there. And honestly thought this one was going to do a 9. So, I wish it was vice versa. I wish that Shiny Charizard from Hidden Fates would have got the 10. This would have got a 9. This one's not super valuable, but I will still take it. That will go into my collection. Next one, we got a PSA 9 Charizard V Max from the Ultra Premium collections. Right there. Cool card. Probably my sound. No. They're all good artworks. Probably my least favorite, to be honest, because I like the V-Star with the Mewtwo. The PSA 9 Shiny Magikarp. Then we got a PSA 9 Charizard V-Star. Probably my second favorite one. Goes along. Would have been cool. Only one I sent in. I think I had like 5 or 6 others. Like I said, I opened up like 7 of the UPCs. And this is probably my best one. The other one's not good at all. So might need to look for that or trade for that. PSA 9, I sent in 3 of these because I thought 3 of these looked pretty good. Charizard V Max. And then we have an Umbreon. I think this is the lowest one we had. PSA 8. 8s go there. That's the 7s. And then there we go. So we did get 2 of these. These are basically 10s or bust or 9s. Selling for like 20 or 30. But we got a PSA 10 of the Charizard V Max, and we got 2 of them, so we're only missing 1, which is just not bad. Then we got an Umbreon from Celebrations as a PSA 9. Moving on to some other alt arts, we got a PSA 9 Berserker, a little bit thicker on the top, so that's understandable. PSA 9, up. It's got to be coming up with the Umbreons here. So I understand why this one got an 8. I pulled, I think, oh yeah, we already showed the Leafy on it. I pulled those actually in the same day. After work, bought a couple ETBs when the set came out. You can see bottom to top is definitely thicker. I was hoping it would have got a 9, but I think I got a hard grader because it gave me some 8s. But maybe easy grader would give me a 9. And this should be the card of the submissions, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go, baby. Pulled this one myself. Did not pull a lot of the VMAXs myself from Evolving Skies. I got a lot of the Vs, the Eevees, 2 of the Rayquazas. I pulled this one myself. And to be honest, I might have should have sent this one to Beckett. I don't think there was anything wrong with it. No whitening, no mix, no anything. I would have been surprised if this one didn't come back a 10. You can see the centering right there. I love this card. I know everyone loves this card, but I loved it. I believed in it since the beginning. I thought it looked better than the Rayquaza, and the Rayquaza VMAX was higher in the beginning. But this is my card, the submission. If those metal cards would have done it, but this is a better artwork, to be honest. But this is the card of submission. It's the card everyone wants to get. The Japanese is ridiculous. I think a 10 of that would be like 3,000. This is like 1,000. So glad I got this. And what's better is I'm saying Umbreon, it's Purdue colors. Purdue is my favorite college. Love Purdue. Love the Saints. Because Drew Brees went there. He's a Purdue quarterback. Black and gold. That's why I love Umbreon. I know a lot of people just love Umbreon for other reasons, but I do. And the most boring alternative artwork, let's be honest. I think it's undervalued. All arts are hard to pull. I think it's like a $7 card. Got PSA 9, so not too worried about that. Could probably buy a good one. It'll be pretty easy. And then the last card of the submission, ladies and gentlemen. Such a long video. I'm going to even look how long the recording is, because I don't think I've ever done this long of a recording. I'm going to have to make some cuts and stuff like that. Maybe put it in different videos. 259 cards. Crazy. I've sent in like 22, 63, 200. This is 259. A lot of money I spent, but you'll see I made the money back, and I'll sell some of this for what it was cost of grading. Maybe to recuperate some of the packs I opened and trade. But I'm saying it's been a wonderful time spending it with you. If you like this video, please leave a like down below. Maybe comment the favorite card you saw in this video. So I'm saying this is kind of a look through all of Sword and Shield, because that's where I mainly collected, and would love to get 10s and all that. So comment down below what was your favorite card in submission, or maybe one card you didn't see. And future videos, I do want to do some giveaways, so I might give away some of these cards, maybe some of the 8s, some of the 7s I don't want to sell, or stuff like that. They're not going to be super valuable, but maybe it'd be cool for one of you guys to do. So not going to say which one right now, but as I make more videos, I would like to do more giveaways like that. So please subscribe, please please like the video. I'd like to do that. So we'll talk about that giveaway at a certain subscriber stuff. All right. So we have our last card is a Fusion Strike Ingredient. Pulled this one myself. Yep. Bottom to top. That's what it is. So that is all the cards that we have submitted. So thank you very much for watching. Maybe do a little wrap-up video real quick and show you that as the outro. So this is Yoni, and we are signing off.